Welcome everybody to the Fives of the Week. It's the fastest growing podcast in the Motor City. Making picks and predictions, talk life that we live in. Various opinions, all love with the vision. Running our division, court, field, or rink. We gamble with Campbell, don't care what y'all think. A whole different twist on the top 5 list. Check the time on your wrist. Are you ready for this? Cause it's time to press play and step into the game. Get your popcorn ready, never know what we'll say. Play to win it all, we can never back down. In our blood to stand tall and represent our town. Detroit Rock City and we always stay gritty. Hosted by your boy Fillie, now it's time to get busy. You with me?
What up, world? Welcome to the Fives of the Week podcast, episode 170. It's your boy Fillie.
Hollywood Apple Snatch.
Chi-Chi.
Yo, it's Al Rich.
Al Rich in the building.
Al Rich in the house. There he is.
There he is. He's here.
You can hear him good at home, folks.
Yep.
I'm good.
How y'all doing tonight?
Good,
How
man.
you doing,
Good, man. Thanks for coming by. We've been talking about it for a minute.
Yes. Good to have you.
Yeah, so I'm glad you stopped on by. So, as always, this show is brought to you by Texas Roadhouse Novi. Go see them for lunch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday starting at 11 a.m. Also, the St. Clair Shores Green Hornets, one of the finest youth football and cheer programs around, as well as Dakota Heat Hot Sauce. Remember to go hit that 515 promo code for 15% off your first order. And shout out to my boy at Stellar Snacks, Jake Bolton, for hooking us up last week. We sampled these. We got good reviews, boys.
Oh,
correct?
Yes, absolutely. Amazing.
All of them were good, but there was a few that were stellar.
Yes.
I
Just
see what
like
you
the
did there.
name.
Stellar.
I see
You
what
said
you did
stellar.
there. Yeah,
Good
buddy.
salesman.
Great salesman, great guy.
Yes.
So Al Rich is in the building. So today we're going to talk about things that we love and also hate about hip hop. You know, since you are a local aspiring rapper and very talented, by the way. I will say, if you don't know, Al, tell the people where they could find your music.
Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, any streaming platform, you can find me.
That's what's up, man. So do you have a song with Medulla or no?
No, I got a song with them, but it's not out.
Okay.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what about that goddamn medulla. That medulla now. I love the boy, but the boy's mind is pickle. That damn medulla.
The boy's mind is slightly deal, you don't say. What up, Medulla?
What up, man?
You gotta answer my phone calls, man.
Man, answer the phone call, medulla.
Come on, man.
We got to get you on the Fives of the Week, bro.
Exactly.
He's busy, man.
I know.
Yeah. Get that little Caesars, but
All right, Al. So how did you get started in hip hop? Like, what made you want to pursue this? Now, is it just how you got your start, and then is it for fun, or are you aspiring to, you know, try to make it, quote unquote, one day?
Yeah, making it big is a big plan, but really just watching like my brothers do it and everybody around me do it just made me want to do it too. So I tried it out and I really liked it.
So how many brothers you got?
I got 3 of them.
And all older than you?
Yep.
You the baby?
Mm-hmm.
Baby boy.
Baby boy, you understand.
You
So
understand.
all of them rapped?
Just my brother Dut and Donnie.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Good stuff.
It's a very difficult industry, you know. I did it for many years, and it was a lot of fun. We were kind of talking before we went live. Cheech, you know, you're still involved in music, so you understand how it goes. It's very saturated. Just a lot of people, a lot of competition.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, we'll talk a little bit more once we get into it, but it seems like here, not a lot of people are willing to help each other.
Exactly.
It's more like everyone's trying to leapfrog each other as opposed to like helping lift each
And
other
I
up.
got that down as one of my things too. You know, that's very important.
Yeah, and there's a lot of great talent out there, you know, in the Metro Detroit area. And
Absolutely.
all around Michigan and the Midwest. But I think if we did a little bit more of helping each other get to where we want to be, I think we'd be more successful as a whole.
Oh, absolutely. I agree 100%.
Have you found that out in your career so far?
Yeah, but there is there's this app on the phone. It's called Headlights, and basically like it gets like all these cities like Detroit, Chicago, all that, and it's like a big competition. You win money or whatever, and everybody like votes on you and stuff. And I guess like now they got like this competition where you got like managers, and it's like a city going up against a city, and it's just like I don't know.
Even if you don't win, somebody
still-
can
yeah,
hear you
yeah,
and
you're
think,
still-
you know
you're still
what,
being
I like
heard.
I like
Yep.
his flow. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I like this
think-
kid from the D.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's a really good way to get yourself out there. Fuck buying promos and all that bull crap. Just try to get yourself out there as much as you can using what you got.
Yeah.
And that it's free, so you can just
And you
share
got some,
around all
you
your
got
friends.
you got some good stuff. I mean, I've listened to some of your stuff, and it's good. You know what I mean? I'm real particular on what I listen to and what I like, because I mean I love music,
Yeah.
but it's just you could say I love music. There's so much, okay, but I pick and choose what I like, and from the Sinatra, Marvin Gaye, Elvis Presley, all these, you're talking major icons.
Yeah.
Then you got other ones that are like, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think they're all that. And there's detail to it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, watching Fillie back in the day,
Yeah.
he's older now. I still know that he can go, and I always tell him all the time, man, just pull a quick one, man. Surprise him, catch him by surprise.
Yeah.
Show him what you were, man. You still got, I believe in you, got that. And then you see the next generation, and like you and Bowie, that was amazing, because I couldn't believe that my son could actually hear him when he was younger, him and Medulla and all them. And his sister's like, did you hear Bowie in them? And I'm like, she goes, my brother sucks. She goes, I think Bowie's okay. And then she was talking about you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't even know who you were, you know?
Yeah.
And she was, now he's really good. And we're listening, me and Joe, we're sitting in the front seat. I'm like, Medulla, he needs some help, man.
Come
I said,
on.
I can't believe,
Yeah.
Bowie, and then when I heard their song together, I was amazed by it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, Al, do you make your own beats?
My friend Justin makes my beats for me.
Okay.
We used to go on YouTube and steal them off there, but
Yeah.
now it's just better to have your own thing.
Trust me, we know Spotify
Yeah.
cracks down on YouTube.
We've
Everybody.
been spanked.
And a couple of times, like I was like, performing at shows or whatever, and doing a open mic, and there'd be somebody using the same beat that I'm using.
Oh, that
and
would
it's just
suck,
like,
yeah.
man.
But actually now
Yeah.
there's because like for the Fives of the Week intro, I just leased that beat, and there's like all these different ways you can lease them actually for cheap now. So the game has changed a lot. It's not like when I was going, I had to like go burn CDs and be like,
Yeah.
yo man, the gas station owner, can I
Yeah.
put 5 up here and I'll give you a cut type shit.
You
So
don't
now
need it.
you got to do the same thing, like, since all you guys are like the music. So if you want to use a background, like how we did the Godzilla, let's just throw that out there.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay?
You got to get that copywritten.
Okay.
If you don't, and they hear it,
We need money.
we
Now,
need
anything
money.
that you can potentially profit off of, they want their cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
which is like if you got
understandable.
something they take from you
Yeah.
guys, you want your cut too, right?
Exactly,
Okay.
right.
Now we had a drum machine. We had an Alesis, and Big T made all the beats. That motherfucker, he was badass. And then when we were hanging out with Kid Rock, he had something else. He had this little bass. It was almost like a little piano, and he would do the bass lines with that shit.
And look how good he come. I mean, you
Yeah,
remember the
but I
Blue
mean,
Lounge
you
and all
want
that
to talk
stuff?
about a guy that wanted to help everybody? He had like 5 or 6 groups. We were with him. He had this guy West Chill from like the west side of Detroit. All these different, and none of it hit. So then that's when he just got a fucking band. He got his own rock band, and then that's 97. Ball with the ball. I mean,
Yeah. Yes, that was hard.
because he did a record with Too Short. It was called Grid Sandwiches for Breakfast. And that was like the one song was Yodeling in the Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That
Yodeling in
was,
the Valley.
that was his
Yeah.
big hit on that.
Yeah.
But it didn't do nothing.
Right.
Maybe a little bit of Michigan, a little bit of Ohio. And then when he did his own shit, man, that's when he...
Hollywood,
And
you
look
look
at him now.
yodel in the valley, don't you?
W.
So, Al, have you ever been on a showcase, maybe with somebody of note, anybody local? Because like when we were in the underground circuit, we were at the Emerald, like we talked
Yeah.
about. There was like Critical Bill, which was a big band back in
Yeah.
the day locally. Nate Mathers was on the same card. I performed actually before Big Sean, right before he got big at the Hayloft. So anything like that, or?
Nah, it's really just always like, never like a big name or anything. It was just us and, whoever's paying to get in, some
Yeah.
random trying to do the same thing we're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know about like
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you become that guy to where
Yeah,
people be like,
right.
hey, yo, I
Exactly.
performed with Al Rich, man.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hell yeah. And I still, there was actually no shit. This was 2 years ago. I was walking into a Myers store. Someone was like, I can't remember this person. They were like, yo, Poppy, what's up, man? I was like, I haven't heard that in a minute,
Yeah.
But he recognized me from back in the day
Damn.
from doing the show.
And that's
That's
good.
cool.
Wow.
That's good. That's good.
A lot more gray, a lot more facial hair, but he knew who I was, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I would just say and suggest as a friend that do it out of the love, not necessarily the money, because I think when you do something you love, as long as it's not like too much work and it doesn't draw you out, like all that other stuff is gonna come, right?
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
gotta
absolutely.
enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah.
If not, you're gonna, get burnt out or not like it as much. So just do that, make good connections, man, and get with people that, support you and working towards a common goal. I think that's important too.
Yeah, and we're one of the good ones. Like having our events. That's a
Yep.
good spot for you.
Collaboration
probably-
is key.
Yes.
That's probably the funnest show I've ever
And yeah,
done.
that's good. Like
Right
I like you all in that Batman stuff like
Yeah.
that. I bought you one of your shirts. It's all about supporting each other. You know what I mean? Because we never thought that this was going to get that big, like it is now.
Yep.
From the beginning, and if you go back and you see how things have shifted, and like wow, and it's still amazing. It's been over a month.
Yeah.
Like wow, man.
Robin to
Yeah.
the Batmobile.
Yeah.
That was dope, man. That was a nice
Yes.
touch.
And then this other one coming, so we got to work our minds together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, we could do this. We can do this. Let's pack this house. Tony's a great guy from T3.
Yeah.
And
That was just the first show, man.
yes.
It was amazing.
Yes.
It was.
And that's where more other people come in there, mixture, and say, "What's that kid's name?" That's all it takes, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
All it takes.
And shout out to Gum's brother Eric. I know we talked about it. We want to get him on the show too. He's a
Yes.
hip hop head. He used to do music back in the day and whatnot. So
What have you?
we get you two together. Maybe you and I get in the booth together.
Yeah, I'm down.
Little
That'd
old
be
school,
cool,
new
man.
school.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah,
And I
we
think
whip
that could
something
be
up.
something at the show too, man.
Yeah.
Where you know what I'm saying? I believe you could come up with something like that.
Oh yeah.
I might have to grab 16 bars on that track. You guys don't mind.
Yeah. Something that,
Yes,
that
sir.
would be cool, man. That would be cool.
I'd love to do something like that.
Yeah, we gotta squash the beef over the Holiday Bowl diss tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on side with That's all right. It's all love at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with a little bit of Philly's fives here. I know this could be a mind pickler. So name a time you had a problem, a real issue, and you had to solve it. How did you do it, Hollywood? We'll start with you and work our way back around.
Well, there's been quite a few.
Quite a few problems, you don't
Quite
say.
a few problems. But the one that really sticks out, and I remember my little brother, I got a phone call and he was in a little bit of some trouble, from his dancing. And I guess that led to outside the bar.
Brr.
So which brother is this? Anthony?
Baby Dewey. That's Baby Dewey.
Baby, do it.
Baby Dewey, Ricardo. So my phone's blowing up. He's like, dude, you gotta get there, man. I'm like, what's up? What's going on, man? He's like, your brother's surrounded. I'm like, over dancing, I guess chick tried to say he pulled her skirt up. And my brother's not like that. You expect that out of me. And so he's surrounded. So I'm coming from the back. I'm like, modern day shit. Come from the back, walking up, like Bobby, like, hey, what's up? The guy's like, who in F are you? And I'm like, I'm gonna show you. And just lit him up. Fists were flying. People were flying. Oh yeah. And then my boy comes around. I seen one guy come around here like a crowbar or something. My man comes over and cracks him. So it was just one of them times where you like that, that's your brother, man. It's like, no, you're not gonna go off on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that one always sticks to my mind.
What was that other one that you had when you guys were at the Castle Rock bar?
That's the one.
Oh, that's the one.
That's the one. Yeah,
Yeah.
with all the mason and
You
everything.
didn't tell them what you were really doing though. But I'll keep that between us.
You understand?
Yeah. Man,
Was that the old Jaeger? Jaeger
Yes,
Castle?
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
it's a church now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You can't preach in a place like that, man.
No.
You can't just bring
That
in
was
the
a cool-
holy
that was
water and it's
That was
gone.
a cool place, though, man.
Oh, yeah.
We was tearing their phone, and it was nonstop dancing.
Yeah.
It was amazing, you know.
There was like different levels to it too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You could go up here,
Yeah.
and like some cool lights,
Yeah.
and there was like a pit, and then they had all the tables. It was dark in there.
Yes, you had the
That
right
shit was
tone.
sweet.
Yeah, yeah. Dance for a little, like, you know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
cool. Then the mace came out. They had to stop the wild Samoan. Got hit with that mace up close. That was some bad stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never been
Crazy.
hit with that.
yeah. Crazy.
Crazy times. Cheech, what do you think, brother?
I'm going way back, man. So when I was a kid, so I was probably about 10, 11 years old. And we lived in the Boston townhouses. So my bedroom, the way that my bed was, the window was up here.
Right.
And in the summertime, man, the sunlight always woke me up. And I used to get pissed because you want to sleep, you know. It's
Yeah.
the
Right.
weekend, man. And so, like, the one day, I go down the basement. I get all this cardboard. I get the duct tape and stuff like that. I taped that bitch shut, man. That was the best summer ever. Because, like, my parents, like, they never came in my room. I know it's not like I had the TV. All I did was sleep in it. And then I would come downstairs and shit like that.
Yeah.
My old man walks in there one time and goes, "What the fuck is that?" I said, "The sunlight doesn't get in." He goes, he just shut the door. I said, that. He goes, "That's why your door's always shut, isn't it?" "Yes, it is."
Yes.
Yes, it is, Dad.
Yes.
You solved the problem.
I solved the problem. Yeah, yeah.
Them goodsies.
And he just like shook his head like this. What the fuck am I gonna do with this?
Funny, man.
This guy.
Well, Al, you got one?
Yeah, like I told you guys before, not knowing how to start a song off, gotta write it down. No, whatever I'm thinking midday, just write it down and put it on the mic
Yeah.
before I freestyle it.
I like that.
Yeah,
Sometimes you ever get writer's block?
all the time.
Just because, like,
Right now,
creatively, you know what I'm saying? You come to a stall, it's
Yeah.
like, man, I just can't think of nothing.
that's the
It's just when you're going and going and going, sometimes you just
Yeah.
hit that wall, man.
That's
I
the-
think I
that-
was feeling that the last couple weeks, too.
That blockage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's my biggest problem with making music. That shit will make me stop and not go for like a whole 3 months. And I don't know what to say. You know, I'll get on the mic and my mind's just all over the place. I'm thinking about 100 different things.
But do you guys think, you know, since you guys are on the music thing, do you think it's good to step back sometimes and just
Yeah.
to get to clear your mind and to relocate? Because I know there's got to be times, and I've known it, sitting there even just sports, you know. And I know it's a craft. It's different than music, but you're laying in that bed and all of a sudden, something like, oh, this play come to my head. It's got to come out. I can't. You know what I mean? Did you get there where you guys are laying? You're like, oh, dude, this 2 now.
Oh, yeah.
I just got to go now. It's 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And you're ready
Or
to ramp.
if anything, you'd write it down. Like
Yes.
you, like
Exactly.
if you can get the name of the song, if like there's words popping, you know, through your head.
Yeah.
Because you fall asleep.
And then
you're
like
gonna lose
sometimes like you look at it and it doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, okay, I was doing this, and that.
Yeah.
And
I
when
used to keep a notepad in the car all the time.
yeah, when I don't take a break, I feel like I'm just like, I
Get
don't know.
burned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's with kind of like what, you know, anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but I think it's good for the mind. I really do, to step back and revive yourself. And because you don't want to get to the point where you don't like it. You got to love it. You got to dig to be in it. And where you're just like, well, I just don't want to do it. It's like a practice.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it no more.
I think it's good to stay busy with things, right? But you got to nibble a little bit at a time. You sit there and smash that shit. You're just like,
I know
I
about
wanna-
nibbling
I don't
now. I'm
wanna
going to
eat
tell you
no
about
more.
that nibbling now.
I don't want to eat no more. I don't want to do
Yeah.
this anymore.
How about that goddamn eat nibbling
It's
right
important to take a break.
now? Yeah, that's a good thing.
Start fresh, clean slate. That's a good one. So mine is, this was back my first year as head coach with the Eagles. JV year, we got a loaded team, right? Expectations are high. You know how that is, Hollywood coaching ball. And we go out the gate and we start 1-2. I'm sorry, but we lost to the Hornets, and I was just disgusted. Disgusted with my coaches for being half in. And right there, after the game, I pulled them aside after the breakdown, after all the kids left. I kind of put them on blast. I was like, listen, I've been here every single day. When you make a commitment, you need to be here every single day.
Yes.
If you don't, there's the door. Just go.
Yeah.
I don't need you anymore. Butts were hurt, man. You know, some of them puckered. Everybody stayed. Everybody showed up to practice the following Monday. And we got to work. We won every single game until the championship game. And we lost by inches. So it was kind of like that leadership moment that, like...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It's like me really just saying, okay, enough's enough. Like, it's on me. I'm the head coach. I'm the one that has to answer these phone calls. You know, I'm up all hours of the night watching film, breaking stuff down. So I had to do more, too. Now I put everybody on notice, so I really have to step up. Step my game to the next level.
And that's what you did. At that moment and that point when you did that,
Yeah.
that's what you did.
Right.
You showed true leadership.
Yeah.
This is the way I'm going to have it ran. If you don't like it, there's the door. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
I run this. I am the man, and this is where we're going to go on board right here.
It was hard to do, but it needed to be done.
Yes, has to be done.
And look at the result.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Yes.
just
That's
it
badass.
worked.
Yes, absolutely. And you got you got a championship. I got to witness that. That was a beautiful thing when you won it. And I said, we would talk many times. He'd ask me different things, and I said, they need you. I see how these kids react to you. I understand. There may have to be some hiring and firing. Nobody wants to get fired.
No.
But if you don't, you're fired. That's it. I can't work with you. You got to go.
Yeah.
I've given you opportunities. It's that simple, and that's where the success comes in at, when you have to be the dirty guy sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's necessary.
Yes.
So, number 2, it's golf season. Al, do you golf?
A little bit.
Little putt-putt here and there? Little J-Wars?
That's going to beat me now.
Yeah.
So, it's golf
I
season.
birdied the pink elephant.
Do you guys have any good golf stories? Anything from being out there on the links? Could be putt-putt, too. Putt-putt's fun, man. I love putt-putt.
I
got
had a
couple ones.
one-shotter. The one that went over. Come around, hit the back wall, went right in. One shot.
Hole in one?
You got a hole in
Hole
one?
in one. That's at the putt, right there at Masonic. Not the
Oh,
putt.
This is-
I thought
This is putt-putt.
The putt. I'm a hell of a putter. I'm Tiger Woods when it comes to putting. But it's golfing. Watch out. Left and right. I don't know where this thing's going.
4.
But I would like to pick that game up so I could dominate it and then just throw my stick in the air and say, I'm done. I walk away from it.
Hollywood, good luck. God bless you. Because as good as you are in other things, golf is something
Oh my
something
God,
else.
it's
That's
so
what I'm saying. I
frustrating,
probably
man.
wouldn't do it, but damn, I tried because I've been really watching these guys,
Yeah.
the movement and everything, and before I'd say, like, come on, golf is just so.
It's fun though, man. There's just something about being out there,
And I
smoke
love
a
it.
cigar,
Yeah.
have a few drinks, hang out, be outdoors. It's
Yeah, you see
fun.
the guy that just went that hole in one. I was like, are you kidding me? He was just so emotional and crying. The McIntyre's in the back. He's sitting there waiting. I said, I've really caught myself being hooked on golf. I wouldn't care though. I'll be honest with you. I'll go drive a caddy, feed you beers, and have just as much fun. That's me though. You know what I'm saying? Watch you guys golfing or whatever. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Team player, man.
Yes, sir.
So we used to do these every summer. We would do this little golf trip. This guy that I work with and these other guys that are in the league. So it was a foursome, and it was a scramble, like the whole week was. So we were a fucking team, right? And every now and then, man, I would just pull a shot out of my ass. So there was one time, my ball was the closest to the greens. I was probably 15 yards off, and they had just aerated it. So there was like little holes all over. We're up in Gaylord, Michigan. I said, I'll putt first, see if I can get it close. Fucking sunk that bitch.
Nice.
It was about 100 foot. It's bouncing and bouncing and bouncing, and we're watching, and that thing drops. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Man, we were like little girls, man. Fucking screaming and shit.
I do the same
Yeah.
way.
That's sweet though.
Yeah, it is cool.
Awesome. It's a fun sport. Al, you got any stories?
Yeah, I'm bad at golf, but I actually got a story with Mikey. We went to CJ Barrymore's, me, him, my friend Chris, and I did terrible at the when we were putting, but hit it in the water and shit. But we were at the end. They got like this spinny thing, and I guess if you hit in like a certain spot, next time you come, you get a free game of golf.
Yeah.
And Mikey did it first try.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Good stuff.
Beats me at it.
Oh, that's good stuff. That is real good
I
stuff.
think with him, it's just his drive. His drive is just ass. You know, he can't drive off the tee box. But he's a good athlete. He's got a good swing at just getting it down. Golf's like one of those games where it's just repetition. You have to do it a lot, really invest time. And
It's not a team sport.
no.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Nah,
you really
definitely
have to,
Not the
got to
best at it.
keep your head down, man.
I mean, I want to drive. I mean, if, going to like J Wars, where I want to drive that ball. I want to drive it 450 feet.
Yeah, and that's the key. You know, you think it's about
Yards.
power, but it's really not. It's not about
Yards.
You get more
Yards.
yards with a smoother, steady swing. Eyes locked on the ball the entire time. Even after you swing here, your eyes are still locked down. And you watch all these videos and stuff, but it's so frustrating.
I'll
at
be the
times.
cat. I'll be the guy to talk to. I think you got that.
It's not it's not the drive. It's the second shot.
Yeah.
It's
I'll be the guy. I'll carry the bag.
It's the approach shot.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the money shot.
That guy's
Isn't that
important.
The most frustrating when you have a great drive and your second shot, you just completely like you hit a beaver tail and you knock it 5 feet or you way overshoot the green.
You want to snap.
How many
that
guys
club.
did you see on U.S. Open? You seen do that? Shit the bed.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this guy's like, yeah.
So we golfed. This was the biggest shit show round of golf. This should have been on bloopers, man. So it was me, my buddy Matt, my buddy Sean, and my buddy Mitch, God rest his soul. First things first, we're about, probably 8 beers deep on hole 6, right?
Nice.
So we're really throwing them back. We got shooters going. So these guys decide.
Where's the cart girl? Where's the cart girl?
They're driving towards the creek, right? We're just looking like, there it goes. They go in the water. They barely get out of the water. So they're leaving like tracks now in the grass. And then they go through the woods part and they get it stuck in there. So a few more holes go on. We get them out. We basically have to nudge them out with the cart. And then I'm so frustrated at this point. I take my club, and I didn't see my buddy Sean by the cart. I threw my driver, and it's spinning like that. Smacks him right in the shin, dude. I've never seen him jump so high in my life. Smoked him in the shin. I felt so bad. I'm surprised we didn't fight off that. So he calmed down. Now we're completely annihilated on the 18th hole. Me and my buddy Matt just start going at it. Right there on the 18th hole. Just start fighting.
Really?
Yeah. I don't even know why to this day.
Because you're drunk. That's why.
We talked about it the next day, like, I love you, man. I'm sorry. We still don't know what we were fighting about. But literally, it was like, a wrestling match on the 18th hole. Stupid, man. So stupid. So I'll never get that drunk again because that leads to bad shit. But
Yeah.
good times, though.
Yes, absolutely.
So, all right, it's summertime, right, boys? What's your single favorite thing about the summer? If you had to just pick one thing, what do you love most about the summer, Hollywood?
Them Daisy Dukes. That's when them Daisy Dukes come out.
Come on, baby.
No, I like. You know what I like, man? It's gonna sound just different coming from me, but I like hearing them birds chirping in the morning, and they're just chirping, and it's so peaceful, man. And it just takes me to another place. I got that coffee going, that little bit of Italian cream in it. You understand?
Like, Carmela, what are you talking about? I'm hanging with the geese.
Hanging with the geese. And you're just sitting out in the back. I got my dog with me, got the phone blowing up. Just knowing it's a beautiful day out. The sun's just starting to peak. And what I'm going to get into that day. Push! Good shit, man. I love
Instantly, when you see the sun, it just makes you feel better. It does.
Way better.
Whether
Way
you're
better.
just driving to work or you're just on the porch, grabbing the paper or something. Remember we used to
Absolutely.
get papers? Remember that?
Yes. Absolutely. That starts it for me. Then my mind gets so clear. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to go to the bank. I want to go
Yeah.
here. You know what I mean? It's special to me. And like I said, them birds, they sit there innocent.
Yeah.
I never thought like
people
that.
are more friendly.
Yeah, I never thought like
everybody's
that.
waving and
Yeah,
stuff.
I never thought like that about birds chirping. Yeah. Now it's just so peaceful to the ears. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
like
nice.
the pigeons. Like the pigeons. I feed the pigeons. I feed them pigeons over there.
It's funny because Samara, she'll spray like this little puddle in the back for the birds to go take bird baths and stuff. Oh, it's soothing. It's weird, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We've got a cardinal that comes visits.
What does she do?
So there's like a little divot in our backyard in the back where the dogs can't get to, and she'll fill it up for the birds so they can go in there and take baths.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's always birds around. Speaking of birds, today before the show, remember when that poor little squirrel fell out of the tree a couple years ago before the podcast?
Yes.
Today, I'm hearing all this ruckus outside when I let the dogs out, and they're tearing up this damn bird. I felt so bad. It's still alive. Hopefully he gets better and can fly away, but it lost some feathers because, Snooch got a hold of him.
Snooch, oh yeah, that little snoocher.
And, he's
Can't hump the
struggling
bird,
out there.
Snooch. You can't hump the bird.
Poor bird. So we're pulling for you.
Yeah.
What do they call that? Like, this fish eats a little bigger fish, and then the big fish. What do they call that?
Is that the circle of life?
Circle of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all that is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a dog world, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chop had one of them. Here you go, boss.
Yeah.
What do you got in your mouth, man?
Come on.
Come on, dude.
Oh, Bella got one in the garage before.
Oh, yeah,
Flat
Bella's bad,
down.
though.
So she cornered it, got it in the corner, and it's done.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Our dog caught a rabbit one time, man. Just shook the fuck out of it. Killed it. Killed the rabbit.
And that's their thing.
The kids were all, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Mommy,
there's no Easter bunny.
That wasn't even our rabbit, man. Who
Yeah.
cares? I said,
Easter bunny's not coming.
You
hate him.
so then, I grabbed a dog. Good job, Samson.
Yeah.
Just my dog.
You're all right, baby. Don't worry about it.
Samson.
That's his name,
Samson. Damn Samson.
That's my son. That's my first boy.
Nice.
Awesome. So, Cheech, what's your favorite one thing about summer?
Summer, just being outside. The weather's always nice. There's more people. People are more friendly in the summertime,
you
and they
noticed that?
talk. Kids don't go outside anymore, which is kind of sad because like we always had these talks at the post office. Be careful. School's out. There's kids playing. No, there's not.
No, they're not.
Ain't no kids playing. If you see them, they might be on their bikes here and there, but they don't play like up at the park. Everybody brings their gloves and their bats and they're playing baseball and shit like that. Nah.
Dude, it's funny because you move like literally a mile away. And it was less over there, but over here, it's crazy. The street always has kids. They're going up
That's
and down.
fun. That's nice.
The ball's kicking around. Like, I always drive slow, and there's assholes that drive too fast on side streets. We all know that.
Yeah.
But there was a ball that, got kicked in the street. I'm always cautious. I drive like a grandpa down the street, But it was cool to see that like people are out, kids are outside playing. Like that's what's up.
Yeah.
You remember that when you was a kid? You seen that car coming? Like, come on, man, why are you coming down there, man? You dumb?
Yeah.
You don't see us playing? And I'm that guy. I'll go the other way because I get that feeling.
Yeah, because you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to break the game. You guys,
Car.
yeah, you're like, hey, this guy, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
I'll go left here. I'll let you guys play. I like it. I like to pick up. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's good. Al, what do you think, man?
My favorite thing about the summer is like the water, going to look at the water, playing basketball, giving everybody buckets.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, sceneries, all that. I love how it's hot. I just hate working in the summer.
Yeah, it gets hot,
That's
man.
my only problem.
A lot of sweaty balls.
You shine them rims, man.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, it is hot out there.
Yeah.
And stay tuned, folks. It's going to be like 96 next week, so make sure you stay cool.
100
Take care
on
of them
Monday.
animals.
100.
Yeah.
That's what Eric's looking at now. 100, he says.
Easy. What's it going to be in Colorado?
Actually, it's going to be quite warm, about 90s.
Nice.
Oh, okay. It'll be 100 here.
Oh, yeah. Very hot.
Help.
See, I was going to say the weather, man, just because, like, it's so nice to just go outside and have a cup of coffee in the morning,
Yeah.
have a little cigarette,
We need to do that, too, like we did last time.
do a
have a-
morning show.
Yeah, but he works, though.
Oh, yeah.
We
I
do
can call in. What are we doing then?
We do a morning show. It's great. Get the coffee. We got the bagels, man. And the birds were out there.
Yeah,
And we
it was
just had a
cool.
wonderful time.
Give me a date.
That's how we did it with Just James. He was virtual. Me and him sat in my garage.
Maybe we
and
do a Sunday.
It was cool.
Mili de Gumad.
How you doing?
Yeah, the Sunday. That'd be cool. A real quick couple hours. We started at what? Would we go? 8:39.
Yeah,
It was
9
nice,
o'clock.
man. It was cool.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, so would you rather own a sports franchise or a record label? And why?
Sports franchise.
Why do you think? And this is coming from a musician,
Yeah, I don't know.
You believe that?
The music industry is dangerous. It's nasty.
Would you be having freak offs at your label?
Hell no.
Very nasty.
No doubt.
But see, you imagine all that money.
Yeah.
All that money. You're Al Rich. All that booty coming. Them.
I did it for the money.
Have a party. Let's go. You got anything you want.
Yeah.
You can only imagine.
Turning down more booty.
Yeah, left and right. You're like, nah. They're like, you got this chick waiting up on you. Like, and all the money in the world, all the alcohol, whatever you got, baby oil. Trump's coming.
Tariff.
And you can imagine, and you've seen who took the biggest fall. MC Hammer. You've seen the lavish parties that man had.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what?
His freaking entourage, too.
Oh, it
I
was
mean,
crazy.
how many?
And broke. There's no reason. But
Yeah.
they was partying around that pool. Booty was
Hell
dunking. And no money left.
Yeah.
They were saying 600. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
Who's got my money?
It is.
Yeah. And he had to pay all.
Yeah,
he paid them people.
man.
Yeah, look good. He was hit by. He was bad.
Yeah.
But at
Not,
that
nothing
cost,
to show for.
nothing to show.
Nothing to
and
show
that's sad
for
to
it.
me. That's sad.
That is, man.
You're doing club shows just to try to get paid. Yeah, I'll sign this for you. Now you're washed up, man. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done. So if you play smart by it, you can do it. Even if you don't make big money and people respect you in your music, that's big enough because that carries on a lifetime. You don't want to be that has-been.
Yeah.
You want to be that guy they're always going to talk about you and go, man, that dude was good, man. He was good.
Yeah. So, Cheech, what do you think?
I would go franchise all the way. Sports franchise.
In what kind?
It wouldn't even matter. Maybe NBA.
Okay.
Probably not hockey. I like hockey. I respect it. I'm just not that big of a fan.
Okay.
Football team, basketball team, baseball team.
Okay.
They all got good contracts. I think that would just be cool. You show up to the ballpark, man. You got the best
162
seat,
games.
Foods getting made for you.
Yeah.
You're just checking out your people.
Yeah, you got the nice collars pressed.
Hell
More
yeah.
relaxed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice
Best
Oval
parking
Office.
spot. Yeah.
Yeah. The Oval Office.
Yeah.
Monica, please come in. Cheech would like to see you.
I'd take that for a ride right now.
Hollywood, what do you think?
This was hard for me too because I like music too. I'm gonna go sports, and I would either go boxing or the football.
Ooh.
And why? Because I love baseball, but too many games. Football, I'm there 18, maybe playoffs. I'm good. Boxing, I can go all year round, but at certain times.
Yeah. Football too.
Yes.
Once a week.
Yes. Build a cadence of fighters from the divisions I like up to the the heavyweight division.
okay.
And have a badass ring, almost like a stable of fighters. You know what I mean? And to understand the game, to know this, to say, you're the one that's in there fighting. Yeah, I'm gonna make money, but you're the fighter.
Yeah.
Okay? You get a lot of these guys, they're making the money than the fighter. That ain't cool. That ain't right.
Yeah.
I used to tell my son the same thing. I could take you to the promised land. But remember one thing, when it comes to money, I'm not worried about money. I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
You're the one that's fighting, taking the lumps and the bumps and this and all that. These guys go, yeah, I'll give you this fight, this and that. But he's making more than you? No, we can't have that. Absolutely not.
Dana White, he built that from nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
UFC.
Yeah.
Give a man a
I mean,
fair
he
share.
built that from nothing, and look at that shit now.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man.
Because with the game of boxing like that, or even MMA, you seen that guy the other night? He was fighting. I think he was a Nigerian. He's moving around. He's banging that dude. Boom, 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 boom. Walks back. Boom. Heart attack done. Right in the ring.
I saw that.
Now,
That was sad.
Did it tip you towards running boxing? Because mine's going to be similar. It would be football number one, but number two, if I could, I would run a wrestling promotion.
Yeah.
So you
I was
have
thinking, wrestling too, but then I was like, well, then I got to deal with, you know what I mean? That's why I really went to the boxing over the wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of,
Well, that game.
yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
fought for so long, and
So-
other people that are in it. You go down to the Kronk and you see it at.
Because I want it to be
At
more
that
about
level.
the fighters, man. A guy asked me that today. He's like, "What is it that you?" I said, "Listen, you try to get these kids off the street. Okay, you got some kids, they're 12 years old and they're packing. Okay? And my boys would tell you, we go down the D, and some of these kids come just from bad neighborhoods. And they would and they would love on them. So, oh man, the team, they love this and that. I was like, just think how thankful I said, but sometimes these kids struggle. Seeing them come in there every day, and I'm sure it's in Philly, I'm sure it's in Chicago, and some of the roughest streets. Detroit's got one of the best fighters in there. Some will scrap on the way there. They throw in a 4 and 5 piece on the way to the gym.
Yeah.
You know, up in Pocket, same thing. But I'm happy like the Kronk and the Brewsters coming back because I remember that door, that famous door, when me and my brother went down there. And I was about 17, 18. Anthony was like 15. And Moore opened that up, and that heat hits you. And remember looking over there and seeing Tommy Hearns in the ring, shining. And he had Emmanuel Stewart, and he was popping that glove. When I say pop, he was hitting it hard.
Yeah.
And that's something you don't forget. And I'm glad that the daughter sees and says, get some of these kids back in there. Some of these, you're fighting the wrong way. You know what I mean? Get a whole fight in your hands. It's free. Do it. You could be a champion. You have no idea what you got inside you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the good part about it. And even like going to the gloves and watching, seeing a lot of these coaches, and it's a good thing.
Yeah.
See, giving back. You got to get back. Mm-hmm. You know, and this is something that will always be invested in me. And even when I die one day and go on, I'll want something to honor me for the fighters, because it's hard. You can't just walk. Once you're a fighter, you can't just walk away from it.
No.
And I'm sure you guys know, as musicians and you know, rappers and whatever, it's just not that easy to walk away from.
No.
You know what I mean? It's a mental thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Getting back to like the music thing. Like, do you ever take a song that you like? I'll listen to that fucking song like 15, 20 times in a row.
Oh yeah.
And I'll back it up, and how they transition from this part to this part. But then there's always one verse where they switch up the beats, and it just has a different flow, but then it goes right back into it. That is the trick. And you can't have, every song can't be, you know, music, bar, music. You have to do different shit. That's what made the Beastie Boys so different.
Wow, amazing you brought that up. Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let me clear my. I mean,
throat.
it was just different, and then it was a whole different beat that, you know, cruising on the corner on a hot summer.
They was out
just,
cold, man.
Yeah, but there's a lot of groups that are like that now still. But if I could just say, you know, keep changing it, keep fucking with it.
Yeah.
Just keep.
You would see the Beastie Boys, like Medulla, him, and them guys. You look at them, and you're just like, guys just from the neighborhood. But that's what they did. They was like nobody special. They're like, these are the guys that are Beastie. Hell yeah!
Yeah, you look at them now. They just look like nerds. Like they're on all the talk shows now.
Boys could kick
Ad
it.
Rock
though.
and Mike D.
Yes, they could kick it though.
And Mike D, he had a full ride to some Ivy League school. Gave it up. Well, I'm doing this. His
License to ill.
His parents were like, "You're doing." He goes, "I'm doing this. This is going to be my life." And they're like, "You're wasting all this."
I might play it tomorrow when I'm in the pool, man. That whole record.
Al, did you ever hear that from your parents? You're wasting your time. Blah, blah,
Yeah, not even just my parents, just like everybody. Like,
Don't ever believe that.
All the grown-ups, like, you know, you tell them that you achieved something, you got this many plays, blah blah blah, whatever, and they're just like, oh well, school is probably your best option, blah 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 blah. I'm not interested in any of that.
Okay. Hey, fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
I was supposed to be a pharmacist, bro, so don't feel bad.
You kind of look like one. You look like my pharmacist.
Sorry, Ma.
none of that stuff gets to me.
Yeah.
You put your mind to it and you dig hard enough.
Exactly.
You
This
do what
guy
you
was
want.
building roofs at 12. He was up on the roof, man, shingling.
Yeah, not
12
there. And you know what? I was cleaning alleys, and there's bums down there. And I said, I want to. Why do I want to pick up the nails and all the scraps? I want to be like that guy up on that roof, man. I climb up there. Show me, man, kid. I said, show me this mop. Show me how to mop this hot tire and stuff like that. That's how I learned. I said, I'm not going to be the grunt no more. I want to be the man. And I learned how to, felt and all that. Next thing you know, by the time I'm 15 years old, I'm rolling, rubber with fire. I'm doing asphalt because I wasn't going to settle just to be the Peter Pan down there.
Right.
The gopher boy. But you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Peter Pan, you understand?
You understand?
You understand,
You know?
Peter Pan?
But I loved it, and I had a hard time going, to be honest with you, going to Chrysler. I didn't want to give it up because that's what I knew.
Yeah.
Winter times, there were no times off. We did repairs and stuff like that. Yeah. You dress up warm. I loved the environment of roofing. It made me, I'm sealing your roof so it don't leak anymore. Building, home, I'm doing this so you don't have to call and go, my roof's leaking. Yeah. It's fixed. That's what I got out of it.
That's good. I like that. All right, so with summer here, what is one thing you guys are looking forward to accomplishing this summer? Or looking forward to doing? Just one thing in particular.
I want to go to Graceland. And I will get there. I got to get there. I will get there just to sit there, and I want to kiss the headstone of Elvis Presley.
Look at that.
Nice.
The king. You are the man. 1977, when it was all over, and we had the old wooden TV.
Yeah,
my
August.
mom sitting there crying in the chair. Elvis Presley died. And I was young. I was
42, wasn't he? 42?
Yeah. And I didn't know. And it's like
Died
everyone
on the
loved
shitter, man.
Yes. Who's Elvis? He's the king. What do you mean the king? And, at that time, I'm 6 years old. I'm in kindergarten.
So have you looked in it? How long does it take to get there?
11 hours.
11 hours.
And I said, great number.
Number 11, great number.
Yes, great number. It's like, you know what? That's something that's got to be a part of my life.
That'd be cool.
And I don't care if it took me 14 hours.
Yeah.
Restaurant, break, casino, break. I got to get there. And if I can do that, I don't care if it takes me 20 to get back. I did it. I was on the man's property, that old Memphis Mafia. You know what I mean? I got to be part of it.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Yes.
Cheech, what do you got, brother?
I just wanted just be outside. I wanna hop on my bike and just ride. I love live events, whether it's music, whether it's just we do this thing called Gears and Beers. You're on Belle Isle and you ride through the city of Detroit, hit these different bars and shit like that.
You say bars?
Outdoor concerts, which once again tonight, St. Clair Shores had to cancel theirs because of all the rain today. So
yeah,
that's
the Tiger game too.
That's like the third week that they had to cancel that shit.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. But just everything like that.
Let's rent a bike. Let's rent that bike downtown where we could tour downtown and we take our beers on the bike. Let's do that.
Oh, you talking? It's like a
Fives of the week,
the mobile bar,
Like
or whatever.
the pedal.
Yeah,
the pedal bar.
Yeah.
We'll have it and we'll say, okay,
That'd
this is
be
how much
sweet.
it costs. The Fives of the week.
What do people think about that? Could you see us out there?
Yeah. And we shooting shit, and we hey, this is what it's going to cost. Boom. I think it's $300 for the whole thing.
Okay.
And you get one of them tiki bars on the water, same thing.
You guys got to do a podcast on the.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. We don't even need mics.
We'll strap Eric to the roof of the camera. Just shoot it live, baby.
Yeah.
But how sweet would that be through the D, man? And we just talking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Game.
that'd be awesome.
We got our
tight.
shirts. Yeah, that's something.
Represent, baby.
Yes.
I'm down. Al, what do you think, bro?
Like he said, just getting outside, hanging out with people I haven't hung out with in a while, making more music, all that good stuff. Going up north, I'm ready to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something I look forward to every year, man. We take a week vacation for the family in August. It's so nice to just get away.
Glen Arbor.
Great crystal clear
Such a-
water.
That's
Such
the
a
spot.
different grind, isn't it? I mean, it's not even a grind. Like, it's like, damn, man, this is just
No, it's easy come, easy
Beautiful.
go. And
You ever been up there to Glen Arbor too?
no.
Oh,
Man, when
Well,
I
I've been to the UP.
It's
I've
everything
been-
what he told me.
I've been to
It's
Gaylord.
heaven.
I've been all that. Oh, it's beautiful.
You guys went
All
up there, right, Al?
Yeah.
Traverse City.
You went up there with
When-
my brother and Mikey.
Yeah, when we went up
yeah.
there, man,
You
that
know
was
then.
that was really nice.
Yeah.
That's probably the nicest place I've ever been.
It's the water. Like, people don't believe it. I've been to the Bahamas. I've seen that water. It's comparable, dude. This lake is just one of a kind. I'll send you pictures. and
remember I
show
was
it
up
to
that morning and we were getting ready. We're gonna leave that morning. These guys are all in the house.
you. You want to leave, man?
I went out there and I just jumped in the water. I'm like, I'm sucking up all this because I got to go back to the city.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Totally different vibe, like you
Yes.
said, Cheech. It's so nice.
How about the stars? Remember that your mom goes, lay there.
Stars.
She was when you look up. She was, I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
It's like they're right there, and sure enough, they
Oh
were.
yeah.
Oh yeah, this guy is
Nice.
Especially how like that house is. It's just like you're laying next to the right next to the water.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
So that's
amazing.
awesome.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
very good. So that does it for the Phillies fives, boys. Y'all ready for the fives of the week?
Let's do it.
All right, episode 170 today. So we're going to talk love, hate, and hip hop. So we're going to mix it up. We got 5 spots, so you can mix it up any way you want. Things you love, things you hate. So Al Rich, ladies and gentlemen, he's the guest of honor. We'll let you kick it off, and we'll just spin it back this way.
Okay.
Just start with one, any one.
What was it? What I love,
Love or hate.
love or hate?
Yep.
I hate haters.
Yeah.
I hate haters.
It's good.
Hate
That's a
the
good one.
hate, man.
You know, because you're always gonna have them haters,
Yeah.
and I strive off of haters. I love it. I want you to hate me because I'm better than you.
Now, Hollywood, I know we talked about this
Yes.
before. You're often cheered, often beloved. But when you went out there to face Adami, you got booed. The boos rained down from the ceiling. How did that feel?
You know, I was shocked, but it strived me. I loved it. I literally at that moment, because I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. And it was like, these people hate me. This is the heel now. I'm a heel.
Yeah.
It was different, but I loved it and I embraced it. You know what I mean? I loved it, and you know, I loved how everything went on. And Adamu, great job, by the way, still. Love you for doing the work you did. Awesome. And you bring it, and you got taken out. But no, great. And there's so many different things for Adam. I see in the future. But yeah, that was something, man. And that was loud too. They let me have it. So that was pretty good.
You know what I see in the future? Me whipping his ass next. So that's all I see, to be honest with you.
You have hands, you have them drawers up in that ass.
Shake him around like a rag doll.
That Adam, yeah.
Damn you, Adam. So,
My turn.
yes, sir.
What do I hate? I hate people that don't give other people a chance. Just right away, they just wanna kill your vibe. You have an idea, that's never gonna work. 15 people have already. It's like, so what?
Yeah,
I have a different approach to it.
for sure.
What do you think it is? What do you think it is with that? Is it individual? Is it just
Because they're miserable people, and misery loves company. You've always heard that.
heard that?
And so that's, whenever, and those are the people that, I just like poking the bear, man. I'll get in their face. So how's that garage? The garage is done. Want to see it? Here's the garage. You said you were going to put I put a fucking 75-inch in that bitch. Yeah. Fuck
Dude,
you.
it's I love that because you know how much shit I got for putting together that wrestling show? Like, oh, you're almost 40 years old. You're doing this.
Oh,
you're doing
God.
that. It's like, if someone has a vision, right? And granted, we had some hiccups and things that didn't go 100% right. But overall, anybody you talk to, everybody was smiling. Everybody was happy, had a good time. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. Not everybody could do that. I was super proud of that.
Yes.
It wasn't just me. I might have had the vision to put it out there, but with all of us collectively working together, we made that shit happen.
Yes.
And it was amazing.
And
so
as
don't let
as
nobody
the
tell
day-
you can't do anything.
As the day went on, too, it's like, there's a lot of damn people here, man.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And like the vibe, everybody was into it. I was like,
And the second one's probably going to be even bigger.
yeah.
Yeah. And even like in regards to music, people will tell you, you shouldn't do that. That's a pipe dream or this. that,
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
screw that, man.
Yeah.
It's a great hobby to have, and it takes talent. Whether you're rapping, singing, guitar, whatever, drums, it's a talent, and I say go for it and do it just out of the love and see what happens.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a good one though.
Let me fall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Because we all know that we're gonna fall.
Yeah,
But
get
it's,
back up.
Who gets back up?
Yeah.
Who's gonna make this better?
Don't be the one to stay down. You understand?
You understand?
Good one, Cheech. Hollywood. What do you got?
On the likes or dislikes, one of my biggest things is, now I know it's going to be there, and we come from a time of the 90s where hip-hop was a little bit cleaner, dirty but cleaner. Remember when Two Live Crew come out and they banned that? Nobody can get the tape. You have to be 18 years old. It was just so bad. I think some of the lyrics now is just too far. I've heard something the other day, and it just disgusted me. I'm like, this is what you're listening to, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, this to me is not even music. Just nasty. I'm like, I would literally just shoot his radio. You know what I mean?
It is nasty, but you got to think back in like your guys' generation. Look at Slim Shady.
Yeah.
It is worse now, but that was bad too.
Yeah.
Because M did say some off the wall.
Yeah.
Some things like that. But when I'm talking about, just some, I don't even want to say it on air, but it's just,
You talking about
know
like
what I mean?
Cardi B and
Yeah,
like Nicki
I
Minaj and those
Just some different
the
things.
raunchy things.
Oh, real
Ain't nobody
raunchy.
want to hear that.
And I'm like, man, I'm like,
But
oh,
there's an audience for that. So,
Right, exactly.
but yeah, like we're not in that audience, but
I gotta be the Pope.
You
I
got to
go-
give respect to the creators. It's like,
but
what?
I'm like, you got to go that far though, really? I mean, you got women out here. But then some all up in it. Yeah, it's like, wow,
That's gross.
wow, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't. I don't want to be like that Homer, from back in the dinosaur days. But man, we had some good ass music, man.
yeah.
And when you got kids now going, I wish I could be. You can't be. But I understand you like this good music. You understand this is stuff that's going to be here down the road, where this stuff going to be past memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, some of the things need to be cut back. You know what I'm saying? If that makes your record that good, I got to really see it, because I don't believe it. You may have a one-hit wonder. I want to see you in the long haul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That album, 2, 3, platinum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my take on that.
No, that's fair. And granted, there was some things in certain groups and rappers that were pretty raw. I mean, you look at NWA back in the day. Granted, it comes from, the racial and police thing that was going on in L.A. So there's a little bit of substance there. Whereas, I mean, I guess you could say that now, but the world is just totally different now.
Yeah.
It's kind of all over the place.
Like,
so.
I think it'd be bad now if you was to say, F the police. What's going on now is real bad.
Yeah.
But they had swagger. They had the stroke. NWA it was the baddest group back in the day.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? We was wearing our gear. I still got jumpsuits and the LAs and the Raiders and all that, and NWA. That was it.
I was at that concert.
Yeah, in Detroit.
It was me, Sam, my wife at the time, and my sister. When the fucking shots fired out, everybody hit the ground, man.
And they told
NWA,
don't say that.
They
Don't say
ran
that on
off.
stage.
Yeah, don't say that on stage.
I dressed up as Eazy-E a long time ago for Halloween.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Great. He was amazing, man.
Oh yeah.
Easy. Yo, easy.
Go easy.
Go easy. Go easy.
We woke him up.
So I'm with you. My number one was hate the hate, because I can't stand it. People just shit on people just to shit on them. And it's like, you don't even give people a chance or hear their story or like respect the game, respect the hustle.
Yeah, right.
Who is this motherless fuck?
I also love it though, because hate will keep me going.
Oh, for sure.
It's good.
It's a great
Yeah.
motivator, no doubt.
Exactly.
If you can flip it and make it motivate you,
Like
then it's just like.
If I didn't have that, I don't know what I'd be doing, what I'm working towards to.
But it should never come to where people are getting murdered and killed just because
Exactly.
you're
I agree.
Yeah.
hate on them for this
When
and that.
when it ends somebody's life, that's fucked up.
Let me snub them out.
And that's the one thing in hip hop gets a bad name, even underground, mainstream, whatever. You hear about all these guys, getting popped here and there. And it's sad because they're super talented dudes, but I don't know, maybe it's just a life we don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You're right.
Just sad. You hate to see it.
Also, talking about stuff in your music you cannot live up to.
Yeah, that's true too.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
That's very true.
You're saying you keep it on you and then
Yeah,
you don't got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. No. Ain't no
Right.
doubt about that.
Surprise.
You pulling up that fake stuff, boo boo.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. And that's, you learn that too in the game. Because, I think when you're messing around and just playing around or using wordplay, you might talk about some shit you don't really know about.
Yeah.
But if that moment comes, which it does come in the hip hop game, so you got to be very, very careful, and that's why, you're very creative and tactical with what you say. And I think that's important, man.
Yeah.
So, all right. Back to you, Al. What's your second one?
What do I love? I'll say a love one. Man, I don't know.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
I got one. I actually love rock music more than I like rap.
Wow.
Nice.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nice.
Don't you draw inspiration from other genres too?
Yeah, I like sampling rock songs and making it into like kind of rap.
So what's a band that you like? A rock band?
I like a lot like Slipknot, Korn, Deftones, almost everything, man. Everything that's
I love all that stuff.
Everything that's loud and drums are kicking and you got the guitars. I love all that. It's definitely more than rap.
Deftones.
There's more going on.
That's good. That's good. That's very good.
Slipknot's tough for me to listen to though. I just at the screaming, you can leave that. I love loud rock music, but just the screaming, I can't get.
You like Five Finger Punch?
I like Five
Finger Death Punch.
Death Punch, yeah. They're coming. I think they're coming to what you call in the summer with some other group. They were saying on the radio or something like that. And there's like a third band.
Yeah, I think it's called Smell My Finger for Lunch, Mikey and Bowie.
See Rebels coming. DTE.
He's the DJ.
Damn you, see Rebel.
Yeah, like, Limp Bizkit. That's on my bucket list. I've never seen them live. That would be good.
How many chocolate starfishes have you seen live?
Not a lot.
That's like
liar.
seeing Fred Durst is like seeing Andrew live. They got a lot of time.
Ozzy's farewell.
Yeah. Andrew's like a Morgan Wallen, though.
Yeah.
He's like a Fred Durst. I don't know.
All right, Cheech, what do you got, man?
What I really love, a band that I really love. Ah, man, there's so many.
How about hip hop?
Hip hop. I like the West Coast stuff. I like a lot of the New York City, like Run DMC, the old school stuff, the Beastie Boys. But I did like NWA when they came out. Too Short. I don't pick like albums. I like songs.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang.
Because you really have to be into a band
Wu-Tang,
or a label, or you know what I mean?
But
to
there's
listen to the full
individuals in those groups.
Wu-Tang, Poo-Tang.
And all that shit's good, man. Method Man, and yeah, I like it. Florida stuff, it wasn't, a 2 Live Crew. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, very quick.
Ghetto Boys are good from, I think they're from Texas. Mm-hmm. That's always some good shit.
Yeah, we could play some of your stuff on the pod, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah. But I've seen a
agree.
lot. I've seen a lot of hip hop concerts, man. I've seen all the big ones, and it's all good. Beastie Boys were good. Seen them a couple times.
Good deal. All right, Hollywood, over to you.
I'm gonna say on the twist of all what you guys were saying. It's really disengaging to me when, you all have your different type of music, okay? And like Fillie was saying earlier, when you have to bring that hate into it and all that stuff, it just kind of ruins it for me. You know what I mean? Because you didn't have that stuff and if you did, it was behind scenes with the Motown, with Brown and all them, Marvin Gaye, they all had their own, and you were special here, he was special there, still top notch. Al Green, all these different things.
Yeah.
One I really took notice to was Shabizi or whatever, is that his name?
Shabuzi.
Shabuzi. I I never knew he was the one that sang that song, and I liked it.
Yeah.
And when I see him come on, I'm like, "You kidding me?"
He did the halftime show here, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Like
that
for Thanksgiving?
kid was amazing,
Yeah.
and I liked his song. You know what I mean? The Weeknd, he's another one. I like The Weeknd. Some people, The Weeknd. Okay, that's we all got opinion,
Yeah.
right? I think some of his stuff's good. I'm not a Drake fan. You know what I mean? I never
not
been.
either.
I never been. Now my son, Drake's good, Dad. Drake's good.
So
Okay.
do you like Kendrick Lamar?
No.
No, me
I
neither.
don't like either one of them.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know. I'm half and half with Drake. I like his old stuff. I don't really.
Yeah, I like his old stuff
Yeah.
too, but
You know, I'm a big. I like Lil Wayne, T-Pain. Who else?
I was like, let me buy you a drink.
M, of course, but M was good. I liked his music because he was fast. DMX.
Oh yeah. X was my guy.
I like what Eminem's done, and he probably will go down as one of the greatest. But I don't listen to a lot of
Yeah,
Eminem music,
right.
not at all.
I still
Right.
do.
Yeah, it's still in my rotation too, though.
Yeah.
Who else is? Who's the other one that rhymes real? Busta Rhymes. Always like that guy.
Yeah.
That guy, how he can go that fast is just amazing to me. Amazing.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Yes, Eric.
Probably-
Yeah, Rakim Saint.
One of my
Rakim
favorites
Saint.
ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's so many. It's like we have enough going on in the world, and to have you're so jealous of this person or this person. Let them do their thing. Let them fall on their own. You know what I mean? Just go do your thing. What happened to the groups? There's no more groups no more. You know what I mean? He used to have them out in Cali when Tupac, he have all, you know what I mean? NWA, all of them maybe riding up. I mean, there were groups. Now it's just like there's so many, and that's all fine. But you gotta, look at when Just James, when he, his stuff, his music. You would never think the guy looks like a book reader. Right? But that boy can throw a tune. He can throw a tune. It's like, yeah. So smooth, good man, but he's got that fire in him.
Yeah.
Silent.
One thing I love about hip hop is the emotional roller coaster it could take you on, because you could listen to a song like "Hit 'Em Up" and get hyped up, and you listen to a song like "Stan," like a crazy story concept,
Yeah.
which you don't hear a lot anymore, and then like a Dear Mama or something like that, and it can just take you through all these waves. And like Nas, "Hope You Got Yourself a Gun," where he's rapping, talking about the story backwards, and like that is super talent to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's just different, sets you apart, next level. And I guess you have to really take a deep dive to be into all that, but being a part of the game for so long and just diving into learning styles and like hearing these crazy concepts and different flows and kind of molding mine around like a Dr. Dre or The Game at the time, because we got a deeper voice, slower flow, and you learn to kind of match that and piggyback off it, but make it your own.
Who will be, in your guys' honest opinion, because I don't really know what's out there, who is going to be the next Dr. Dre when it's said and done? He's gone. Who is going to be that high-notch person, like that Dr. Dre just held that for so long? That's Dr. Dre. Who's the next man?
Who do you think's the top producer right now, Al? I mean, would it be Swiss
Kanye.
Beats? Kanye?
Kanye West?
I could see Kanye. He's a genius, man.
That's the
Genius.
greatest
He is
producer
a
of all time.
genius.
As crazy as he is, or might seem. Maybe
But
it's show, maybe it's
always-
not. I don't know.
It's always true. It's always true. I don't think I've ever found that man wrong.
See, I never been a
With
big
time-
fan of him. But a lot of people love him.
When time goes on, it starts to like show you that what he's saying is like actually true. Like seriously, it all pans out in the way he said.
Okay.
And he'll never copy anybody else.
Exactly.
No.
And
That dude-
that's cool
that
too.
dude is so.
It's always something different.
He's so
every
locked
album.
in.
Yeah.
What do you think, like, in your honest opinion, in one word, what do you think hip hop is missing as we speak now? What could else be added to take it? What else is left? We've heard so many stories, broken homes, and your girl left you and you knocked up 3 of these ones and this and that. You didn't wear a condom and all that stuff. Where else does it go? I mean, what do you think what's the next top thing?
Yeah, I don't.
That it's, you know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
We basically heard everything.
Yeah, that's an open-ended question. Great question.
Very great.
Very great, very big, very large.
That's my thing. What is next for hip hop?
That's something time will tell.
Yes.
Do you like to see the genre crossovers, kind of like Jay-Z and Linkin Park did? Would you like to see more of that, maybe?
Yeah, I like it a little bit.
Ludacris does that a lot.
I just don't like I'm not a big fan of like the MGK shit and stuff. Like
No, me neither.
Okay.
Machine Gun
I
Kelly.
just think
never.
I
Really,
like when he raps.
Yeah.
Like when he first started rapping and all that stuff. I like
Yeah.
that stuff, but this stuff's okay. Like I can tolerate it, but I would never just like listen to it by myself and like really feel it for real because I don't.
So do you think it'd be better than crossing with, getting with the rock bands and all that and play? Because like, when Aerosmith did it,
I think it's cool.
that
to
was
see,
amazing.
I think it's cool to see like a rapper like rapping over a guitar and stuff.
Yeah, oh.
like that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Like that's what I like to do.
Yeah, that's good. Like that. What's his name? That played down there at the train station. Is it White? The one that plays Seven Stripe or whatever. What's his name? That guitar.
Jack White?
Jack White.
Amazing. He gives me the chills every time. He's like Chris Stapleton with that thing, with the national anthem.
Yeah.
That you play that dude and them that hair stands up. That's what I'm talking about. That dynamic. Now them wailing them other guys' country people. Okay, you don't. I don't spend enough time in it. I'm sure they're good. I thought Chris Stapleton. That's who I like. White Buffalo. That's who I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, Al, what's another thing you think, love or hate about hip-hop?
Just not being like true to what you're saying, not being real. I hate that. I hate when everybody like fakes everything. Like it's just that's one thing I don't like. Just not being true.
To try to portray something that
Exactly.
they're not.
And then you're like, man, come on, dude. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yep.
yeah.
It kind of like makes you embarrassed for the person rapping when you know it's not true.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of like C Rebel when he was the announcer at the wrestling and he's trying to he's from the streets and stuff. You're not from the streets, bro.
He's from the streets of South
Yeah, South Warm, man.
See, that's different though. But like when you're like actually like saying this stuff and then you go out and like literally try to live it, but you just can't.
Yeah.
That's what.
No, he did great that day.
Yes, he did.
He was awesome.
C Rebel did a great job.
That was badass.
It's different
But I definitely know what you're saying.
Yeah. It's different when like you're just doing something and everybody knows like it's a joke. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, I feel you.
But when you're trying to actually live it, that's when it gets to a point like you got to get called out for that.
Well, Kid
no,
Rock,
yeah.
Kid Rock kind of had that same thing because he acted like he was living in Mount Clemens and he was living with this person. This motherfucker, man, his dad owned a Crest Lincoln Mercury at
Yes.
15 in Van Dyke. His house was probably 8,000 square feet. It was dug down. It was badass. And it's like, but he portrayed like he grew up in a nah. not at all.
And I feel what you guys are saying about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't, kind of like the guy, he did 25 years in prison, but he only did one day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it. I get that. That's the bullshitters. You know what I mean? That I don't want to hear.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, come on, you bullshit.
It feels better like when Eminem said in that one song, he was like, "Read up about how I used to get beat up." Like it's like that's better.
Yeah.
I like hearing that.
Yeah.
Because
He
like,
lived in
like
the
damn, that
neighborhood,
really happened.
because
Like
his mom couldn't afford shit.
It's
Yeah.
organic. There's an authenticity to it.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know
all
what
that.
you read.
And those were his friends
Yeah.
that he hooked up with. And
Yes.
that never happened to me, but I feel what he said. Like that's how I feel about stuff like that.
No, that's good. I like that. That's right to the heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gonna bring it.
And he still has that. He still has that though.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you see him, like he's just he doesn't. He's always looking over his shoulder, like, someone's gonna beat his ass or
Yeah. You think the beard needs to go?
I don't know. Yeah,
It's kind of
it doesn't-
brown.
It doesn't.
Kind of brown.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Just looks real fake.
Yeah.
Man, got to evolve and change. He's getting older. He's a grandpa now. So,
Grandpa them.
things change.
Grandpa Eminem.
The world is changing.
Who was he
Cheat sheet.
with? He didn't go back to the ex, did he?
I don't think so. No.
There's been a lot of pictures with them. With
yeah.
the grandkids and stuff. Man, she looks rough. Kim.
She was hot back in, remember Hot Rocks?
Oh yeah.
Oh, she was hot back in the day. Over there in Warren.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Just,
All right,
yeah.
Cheech. What's another thing, man? Love or hate about hip hop?
Love or hate about hip hop. I can't say nothing bad about it, so it's gonna be love. I love the energy when you go to these shows, man, and you could you feel the bass, you feel it, and the crowd's just, man, the crowd is into it from the beginning to the fucking end.
When they buy in.
Every time.
When they
Yeah.
buy in. That's the main
Yeah,
part.
even like an opening act.
Yeah.
They just got that one hit, but they come out there and they kill that song, man. It's like, okay, you know.
Yeah. To feel
I
that
want to
is
see this
awesome.
band get a little bit better, or this.
Yeah.
And I
this
think it
rap
starts
group.
with that DJ too, who's doing it, who's playing it, and like how when they start mixing the songs up, and they'll play that one and they'll go back to it, like, oh shit,
Oh yeah,
like you want to hear the whole thing, but he's got something
there's some
special. for it.
badass DJs
Oh,
out there
God.
too, man.
We went
They
to
just-
50 Cent last summer. What do you think about 50? Yeah,
I love 50.
50's awesome. He's one of my favorite of all time.
favorite.
I like 52.
I mean, dude got shot 9 times.
Many men.
There was a whole movie about it, and his whole story is just awesome, man.
I love that song.
And he kind of became, people call him a bully and stuff online, but he caps on people. He's been capping on Diddy since the beginning.
Oh yeah,
That documentary he got.
Oh, he said Diddy didn't want none of him.
Yeah.
I'll
Richard
whip
died
his
trying.
ass, boy.
and he will too.
Ain't no doubt about it.
He ain't no joke.
Took them 9 bullets.
He's a beast, man.
I love 50.
Them 9 bullets. You ain't supposed to be here.
But to be like, this was at Pine Knob, but like, dude, this place was crazy.
Oh yeah,
Like shaking, I could feel the vibration from the
That's
from
the best
hill.
part. Your heart,
awesome,
your heart's
man.
beating. Boom. You can hear it.
It takes you back, dude. You know,
Yeah.
he brought Eminem out actually during that show. That was dope. But being on stage, I think you remember that at the Emerald. I was doing the cruising thing, and then we
Yeah.
had the beach balls going in the crowd.
Yeah, that was
and to see
cool.
people doing that, dude, it's just I can only imagine how they feel in front of like thousands. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
This is a few hundred, right?
Yeah.
500 or whatever. But
Yeah, but that's still a lot for you when, because it's rounded like
Yeah.
this, and then the tears.
you experienced it at your level.
yeah,
Yeah, and I was, I was like astonished. I was excited, but imagine what he was seeing.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see everybody
Yeah.
to be in his spot.
Yeah, yeah.
was
It's a
amazing.
dream. It's a dream come true.
it really
Yes.
is. Yeah, and it's just like you check off the box, you made an accomplishment, you move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
You know? So that was one of those things. It was dope. Hollywood, what do you think?
What I like about the hip hop is I like some of the flashy cars that they come out with that they're riding in and
Yeah.
fronting and showboating with, and I'm a real big lowrider person. You know what I mean? I like that, the Impalas and stuff like that. But you like that West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Medulla.
That medulla bit. That's what I like. You see some of these high end vehicles, man. These guys are driving. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not only that, you start to see more and more crunk. With these teeth trimmed in with diamonds and stuff like that. More and more.
Paul
which-
Wall. Paul
Yeah,
Wall's the
yeah,
first
like,
one.
wow,
That's
man.
all. That's
wow,
all
baby,
he does
I'm the
now.
people's champ.
Yeah, like
He don't even really rap no more, man. He's making grills, man, diamonds.
oh god, it's crazy. It's even drug over into the WWE
Yeah.
with them grills, Yeet and Fatu and all them. It's like wow.
You ever see that show Mo on Netflix?
Mo.
no.
It's,
Well,
it's
mine-
funny, but Paul Wall was in it. He was actually
Oh,
like
is he?
a security guard or some shit. I haven't seen Paul Wall in a minute. 'Cause remember, the South took over for a minute. There was
Oh, yeah.
about 4 or 5 years. Mike Jones, Slim Thug, and all these guys. They dominated the game for a minute.
Yeah.
It was a cool time. It was different because we weren't used to Southern rap that much up here. But It was cool. It's weird how it goes in waves.
Yeah.
East Coast took over. Then when
Ghetto
Eminem
Boys,
came
I
out,
think
they put
they're
the
from
Midwest
Texas,
on the
too.
map, and the West Coast, and it's crazy how it goes.
Yeah, just different from regions, and but you're seeing that I notice more and more is with the bling is in them teeth,
Yeah.
with all the diamonds and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm not,
in between the teeth.
Yeah,
is
you used
like
to see maybe a gold tooth here, maybe a trim, but now it's just
Everywhere.
it's everywhere. It's all that whole grill. Like, hey man, even Jefferson's got it on Minnesota, that wide receiver. He's got it diamonds.
yeah.
It's crazy. So
Jettas, man. You know what I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
saying, man.
You get them permanent. I wonder how the teeth look under it.
Yeah,
Got them little nubs, man.
yeah, like the veneers, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. I see. I think it's kind of cool. Ain't my mouth, but I just think it's kind of cool though when you look. Yeah, man. That's it's different than used to seeing what we seen in the 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Like my grandpa, he had a gold tooth.
Yeah,
That's
he's
because
bad,
he had
man.
a hole there, so
Yeah.
they just filled it up with gold.
But yeah, to see that's pretty crazy. It's
It
pretty
is
wild.
cool. So my last two, I'm just gonna put them together so we can kind of speed things up. But the sounds, especially the beats, the samples, I think it's unparalleled. I think hip hop brings a different just vibe to it, and the sounds and some of those beats you hear where it just makes your head bob, man.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
And then also the creativity, like I said, the ability to freestyle, the concepts people come up with. I think that part I really, really respect, and I think it's cool. The different rhyme schemes and
Yeah.
all that goes into it. Having done it, I just have a respect for it. And these guys that are mainstream and still underground hustling, like I know the hours it takes to put in and sometimes to make a full song. There's a lot of sacrifice there too. So I really respect that.
Yeah.
So if you got a couple, Al, that you just want to get out to round out the fives, go for it.
You want me to? Oh, what was it?
Yeah, love, hate, two more things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like you said, I love the creativity. I also, I don't know. I really just love changing every time I'm making like an album or putting out a song. I don't know, like changing a character. Like changing a costume, like how Batman got multiple costumes. Like I love changing
like
it
that.
up.
No, that's
Yeah,
cool. That's cool, man.
Yeah,
You don't want to be like a one-trick pony.
I don't want to, cause that's how you become a one-hit wonder, and you're just like,
Yep.
you were there
Yep.
for the moment, but
Keep
now
it
you're not.
moving. Keep it.
That's a
Right.
good vision.
Keep it
That's
fresh.
a good vision.
I don't
It
want-
is.
Would you
Yeah.
take that one hit money though? That Milli Vanilli?
There's no
Blame
point.
it on.
Yeah.
Cause then what? Now you got to get a regular
Now
job.
they all lip sync.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
How
great.
far can you really stretch that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
True.
I mean,
He's like, nah.
yeah, not even gonna say it.
Go ahead, say it. We're on a podcast.
That's it. You're live. Fives of the week.
You good? Go ahead.
You're like, whoa.
All right, Cheech.
I don't hate nothing about hip hop. I really don't. So it's all
all
love. It is all love. And there's, it's been going on since the 70s and it's evolved. But somehow it still has that, like that Sugar Hill type beat to it. But they've added guitars, they've done this, they've done a ton of shit. I love a lot of scratching in it. Just that shit's badass. Who was it? LL Cool J. When I saw them, Bobcat was the DJ at the time, and that motherfucker was badass.
Got Herbie Hancock.
Yeah, and then Houdini, Grandmaster, something.
Grandmaster Funk.
Yeah, that was the DJ, and that shit. I would go to a concert if it was just all DJs up there. That shit would be dope.
Now, how
And
is the
just
Godfather? Is he good? Doesn't he play at Geno Serve? DJ Godfather?
DJ Godfather?
Yeah, is he pretty good? I always hear about
He
him.
don't rap. He used to make music, more like techno type music and stuff like that.
That music's good too.
Yeah.
EDM.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is that what this is?
Sounds
Yeah. It's just
Yeah, I
it
think
just,
that
it just
stuff's
drives
good
you,
too.
man.
Yeah.
It just drives you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I do. I would go see any hip hop man just to feel it.
Yeah, I think that.
Don't knock it till you try it. But
Yeah.
it's not for everybody. But
Right.
I still love it.
Yeah,
I'm 58.
yeah,
I'm the OG.
yes.
Oh, gee.
OG.
Yeah, I think the energy that it brings, that we all feel. We're a different age here and the generations, but there's nothing better than being no matter where you're at, and you just hear that thump, and it grabs you.
Oh yeah.
And then beats just start, and he's just hitting them right. Hitting the nerves in your body just start twitching. Automatic.
Yeah.
It's just an automatic thing. Some people, it's like you sitting there, oh shit, that leg start going. That's what good music does. That's what good hip hop does.
Yeah.
It gets you up out of that seat. Wants you to, whatever, however your way is. That's what I love about it. And when you start mixing like tones from movies and stuff like that, the creativity has just been far none. I think it's amazing. You know what I'm saying?
I love this sample, though.
Yeah. Oh, that one's, who's that?
Yeah, Rich.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yep, Justin made this.
That's tight.
Yeah, he's talented.
Oh, James did?
Boom, 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 boom.
I like that. Where's that from?
He's on Apple Music.
Yeah, but that
Halloween.
yes.
Yes.
I like that.
Mr. Salmon.
That's
Give
cool.
me the drink. Da.
See, that's the whole creativity.
That's what I'm talking
You know?
about. I like that.
Recycle that old shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
Now, you know what would be sweet? You get that din 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 din.
Yeah, I got
That
one like
you got that's out cold.
I have a beat like that.
That is out cold.
I didn't
Halloween.
rap to it though. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll buy that all day. All day.
We might have to
That-
make a Halloween theme song, bro.
That would be sweet, man.
That would be tight.
5 of the week Halloween party, bro.
We had one time
Oh,
in
yeah.
the garage.
That was a blast. We had a good time.
That was the 100th episode, though,
It was,
too.
yeah.
It was a combination.
But
of
actually
the
have
two.
a 5 of the week Halloween party. Must wear Halloween. You don't know who's going to be here. It could be rappers. It could be what you call it.
Somewhere on your costume, there has to be the number 5.
5.
Hide it. Hide it in your nipple.
Damn.
Penta.
That guy's got 5 nipples. That's weird.
Cielo. Miedo.
Ain't that crazy, though?
Yeah.
But I like that. I mean, when you start, even like with rapping with, and you get part of the good fellows in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm into that, which back in the 90s or early 2000s, no. But now, yes. I'm like, oh, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, it's creative.
Play a little more. But maybe they can only play, a certain bit. I don't know the game like you guys know. But I like it. I'll listen to it.
Absolutely. So, good job on the 5s of the week. Had to throw some hip hop in there, Al.
No doubt about it.
So, let's talk a little sports, man. What the hell's going on in the sports world? It's been a little
Tigers are still hot.
still hot.
Still
yeah.
hot.
Still hot.
Skubal was supposed to pitch tonight, but it was rained out, so he's pitching tomorrow.
So is it a doubleheader?
I don't know if it is tomorrow.
Because they got to play them again.
Yeah.
We wet the bed against the Reds last weekend.
Dela Cruz tore him up
Yeah, he's a beast.
single-handedly. That guy's something.
They're going to be solid, man. Is there more moves to make, do you think, this season?
I heard today that Carpenter is possibly a trade bait
Really?
because not playing up to his what they want him, you know what I mean? And then with the injuries he's got with that thigh and stuff, but he's still an attraction. That, because I think he's got like 15, 16 dingers.
Okay.
And maybe whether it's a bullpen pitcher, because they got that Perez now who's playing. He's hitting dingers too. He's faster, but you got to remember one thing with Carpenter. Carpenter cannot hit left-handed pitching. So when a left-handed pitcher, he's basically out of the ball game.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to pay a guy, and even like how we were saying on with the Skubal thing coming up with this trade. do you go and give the guy $400 million that plays every 5 days? I can't do that.
Yeah, it's
But
tough to do.
What I can do is I can give you $230 for 5 years. Okay, and get the best 5 out of you. You're still making big money.
Yeah.
But I can't give you the 10 years at 400 some million. I can't. It doesn't make sense. I'm strapping my team down, and it's not
Yeah.
good. It's not good.
Yeah,
not good.
You're locked
football.
in on that one
Yes.
player.
And you got to think, every player like that, and he's 30 years old. Mm-hmm. So by the time he's 40, he's going to be that same player at 36, 37. Let me get them 5 out of him till he's 35. Then maybe an extension. That's
Yeah.
the best way for that team, I believe. You know.
So Florida Panthers win the Stanley Cup. No surprise there. They got a nice little dynasty going.
No, yeah, absolutely. I think there was a trade made today, too. Because there was even one in basketball while the playoffs were going for Indy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some trade they made.
So it's been a minute since a Canadian hockey team's won the cup. Did we talk about this last week? I can't remember.
30-some years, I think.
But yeah, Gary
32.
Bettman was on ESPN talking about it.
Did you see Gretzky?
What?
Did you see him the other night? God, he's 64. He looks horrible.
He does. I've noticed that.
He has aged bad. I'm like, is that Wayne Gretzky?
So why do you think the Canadian teams can't compete with the American teams? Do you think the talent's just spread out like that?
I think the money.
Yeah.
They get the top-notch players. You know what I'm saying?
The cash
The cash flow.
pays the men this
How
money.
many teams are there left in Canada? So you got Calgary, Toronto, Montreal,
Edmonton.
Edmonton.
Vancouver.
Quebec have a team.
Yep.
Vancouver.
Quebec have a team.
No.
I don't think so. No, not no more.
What,
Remember
about
them?
5? Maybe.
Quebec Nordiques.
Nordics. This is Nordics.
That's old school right there.
Yeah.
So NBA, who's winning?
3-2.
boys?
3-2.
3-2. They play tomorrow, correct?
You got to play tomorrow. You got to go to Indy, which is expected. Could they win there? Absolutely. I'm expecting them losing for the Game 7, the money. And Oklahoma blows them out in Game 7.
Halliburton's out.
Yeah, it's... He just don't have it yet.
His Achilles.
He's a good kid. He's going to be good.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's not their time. But it's been a good series
Yeah.
because I stayed away from basketball. Like I was bored with it. Mm-hmm. And this has drawn me in.
Yeah.
It's
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
been better. These playoffs have been actually pretty good.
Absolutely.
So it's been real quiet on the Lions front, but other NFL news, Jair Alexander was released by the Packers. He signs with the Ravens.
The Ravens.
I feel like the Ravens always get those vets. They're like towards the end, but they always seem to continue to stack talent, man. Is that
Yeah,
a guy
they
you
do.
wish the Lions got in on, Hollywood?
No, he's hurt prone. We don't need that. I think we're deep enough in the secondary. I think we.
Shador Sanders got pulled over doing 101 miles. an
Oh,
hour.
nice. Oh, nice. That's all the Browns need.
What kind of car was he driving?
I don't know.
Probably just that brand new money, man.
Yeah.
That young money, just burning it. You know what I mean? Burning the midnight oil.
That midnight trumper. Hey, did you guys hear in Roseville on Father's Day they had this gathering? Now we talking about Uncle Ricky now.
All right now.
So Uncle Ricky got in no fight over one of them boys over there at the Father's Day thing out in the front. In the front yard, got the pool and everything. Little bit. I thought C Rebel was there. They get in a fight over who invented the Baja Blast drink
Baja.
at Taco Bell.
Come on.
So they get in a fist fight. Uncle Ricky got blood on them knuckles now. He got the best of the fight. So what's he do? He goes and dives in the pool, and they arrest him in the pool, baby pool. But they was literally fighting over who invented this Baja Blast on Father's Day.
Come on.
A full-blown fight out in the front yard. Because you could imagine, a lot of hillbillies in the front yard.
We're get that Baja blow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baja.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, James. Don't you talk that shit to me now. I knocked them teeth. Well, I ain't got no teethus.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And did you hear about the 30-year-old woman from Macomb Township? She tans 4 times a day.
No.
I swear to God. She goes in the morning.
Wow.
She goes just before lunch. She goes at her lunch is like 1 o'clock, goes again. And then she goes for dinner. 4 times a day. This woman, blonde hair, and she is just so brown, looks not burnt, but like just dark, like.
She looks like a piece of beef jerky is what she
Yes,
looks like.
beef jerky.
Like a fucking Slim Jim.
And you know what she says? If you can, tan. She was just like brushing teeth.
Say that again.
She was,
Exactly
if you can,
right.
tan. That's what she said. They go, don't you know, this could be bad for the body, but if you can, tan. It's like brushing teeth. Like, wow.
No.
You see her, it's horrible. She looks horrible. 30 years old.
It doesn't hurt after a while.
It has
Oh,
to.
I guarantee she's got
Can't
leopard
even go
spots
to
on.
sleep.
That happened to me,
Sunburn.
man. I went twice and I had leopard spots on me. I'm like, what's this
on.
black? I mean, they were like black spots. Like, you tan too much. I said, it's only my second time. And one day I did that.
That bitch is the same color as that leather couch that you bought.
I couldn't believe it. And she had these blue eyes, and you're like, God, you nasty. But could you imagine that?
That's wild, man.
Oh, man. But just think about Uncle Rick.
Just the costs.
Yeah. But Uncle
4
Rick talking
times
about
a
that
day.
damn Baja Blast.
That Baja Blast.
I'm going to tell you, they invented that shit at Taco Bell. He said, you wrong right there, Uncle Ricky. He said, they got that shit up in Utica. He's like, that's some bullshit. And the fighting and the swinging got going. And,
This was in Roseville?
and
Like
over on
Utica's
Floral
like
Street.
Beverly
I love
Hills or
Roseville,
something.
Over in Floral Street in Roseville.
Oh, you're from Utica. Oh.
I was over at that Kroger today.
Yeah.
Lady comes by. She's got this little walker. Felt bad for her at first.
She worked
Knocks on
there?
the window. I don't think so.
Okay.
No, she was begging for money. I need money for a hotel. My son, I got half. She's smoking a cigarette. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I don't have
I'm on the
cash
hold on.
me."
I'm on the cell phone.
What pissed me off was I could tell she was fried on something, right? So when I came back out of the store, got in my truck, she knocked on my window again. It was almost like deja vu. I was like, no, get out of here.
Go.
I knew she was fucked up.
Yeah,
So it wasn't like someone that really needed it.
you kind of know. If they got a cell phone on them. And you watch them, they got them linens on. You got them, watch them shoes and stuff.
Yeah.
No. Because for one, how you getting a cell phone? Who's paying for that?
Because usually when they're fried on something, they won't remember you, right? It's a habit thing. And they just continue to ask, right, until they get. That's what it seems like anyway. Because I've had that happened to me multiple times.
Which one did you go to?
Gratiot.
Oh, okay, not the 13 in Little Mac.
No.
Oh, I went there the other day. I'm going in the back part by the pharmacy.
LA Fitness, the one by LA Fitness.
No, actually, it's the one in by Frazo.
Oh, yeah. See, I was at the 13 in Little Mac.
Yeah, it's right by you. Yeah.
So I go in the back end there, like by the pharmacy part, right? This chick comes walking out. I work for the mortuary. Ain't no you gonna do shit about it. Okay, you work for the mortuary. Hey, you go, girl. Ain't nobody gonna do shit about it. She was on some stuff. Like, okay. You gotta watch if you gotta blade, whatever, needle, whatever. You gotta keep your eye on them. It's like, I'll peg you off. Don't mess with me.
Because I have given, 'cause I think it'll go back around, but
You try
sometimes
to
you
do,
just know, you just got to feel
yeah,
it,
you try to do
Yeah.
it with your heart.
It's
And
going to the wrong things,
you got to watch these animals, though, man. They're animals out there.
Yeah.
They could spit in your face. They've had people literally do that. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be surprised if they ain't got shit on their ass, man, and throw it on you. You don't know.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I swear.
Come
You see these people
on.
laying all over the place, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Cheech, what would you do if somebody did that? They just dug in the starfish and threw something on you, man.
I don't know.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Dude, I would
You'd want to
freak
hit that
out.
person or tackle them, but then it's like you're just going to get more shit on you if you do that.
That is just so disrespectful.
Disgusting, man.
Give me, got $1? You gonna pay me back?
Now, have you guys ever been in like a public restroom where it just looks like somebody just committed murder? Like,
Oh,
it's
Oh,
horrible.
God.
It's like, dude, I don't even want to see your crib, man. If this is how you leave this place, like, it's disgusting.
It's
No,
terrible.
I was in a restaurant. Me and my father's in a restaurant, and this guy's sitting there. He's with his wife, or whatever, like that. So he gets up and he goes to the bathroom, right? So he's sitting. It's been about a minute. I'm thinking, damn, man. I thought his wife comes walking up, and the girl, she's sitting there. He comes out of the bathroom. He's like, and the girls are going like this. He's been in there for like half. He shit the place. He had to been in that bathroom for 25 minutes. His wife was waiting at the front. A nice restaurant. He come out.
Probably a pretty nice bathroom, too, though.
He come out stiff-legged, you know what I mean? Like, you could tell the man was shit. Man, I was like, are you kidding me? And the girls, they were talking. They was talking shit. You could tell. I'm just like,
What do you do though? You gotta go, man.
Yeah.
But half an hour? Shit.
Hey, man, I've been there.
He's in
Stop
there.
having to really go home.
How do you feel about that? Will you shit in a restaurant bathroom, or does it
If I really, really got to go,
pertain on what the bathroom
but
looks
I
like?
can usually hold it until I get home, man.
It's got to be how the bathroom, and I wipe it down. It's got to be, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be.
You got some nasty bathrooms, man.
Oh, dude, yeah. I've
can't
walked
do it,
out and I've held it. And had
Well,
some
that's like
close
my
calls
whole
because
job.
of that. You know what I mean?
Like my whole job's like that because I don't have a bathroom in my mail truck.
You
But
gotta go run in them woods over there by
But I
Raymond,
mean,
shit in the woods.
I'm not that far from like McLaren Hospital. I
Yeah.
go there. Nice big bathroom. It's clean. You know.
Yeah, I have a hard time. I just can't put my ass on it. I can't do it. It's got to be, yeah, I can't. I'll squeeze it.
Outhouse? No way.
Dude, I'm weird about
I mean,
it. Like
if
if you
you-
sit down, I put a piece of toilet paper in the front so your shroom can't touch anything. You know, extra protection. Got to.
The old
Very
whisker
disgusting.
gets, the tipper gets touched. Yeah, no, I can't do it. I don't see, and you see people going, like,
How do we get here, man?
Yeah, this took a turn for the
But
worse.
see, that's what you have to watch with some of these homeless people, because they don't care. They're gonna survive at all costs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was
They
like,
want
what I
your
get
money.
myself into, man.
They want your money.
You ever
know?
you ever heard of Alice?
Yes,
Rose?
I just see her the
in
other
front
day.
of the Tubbies.
Yeah.
Pull her pants down, shit in the middle of grass.
Yes,
Fuck.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
I seen a dude do that. The 21 in Gratiot. I'm at the light. This black dude's walking, and he's like right by the fire hydrant. And I'm looking at him, and he squat down, and he just shit. And then he just pulled up his pants and kept on walking. I was like, what the fuck just happened,
I don't
man?
even like going to.
Yeah.
I don't like public.
Right in front of the
Oh.
bank. You know? I was like, damn.
That's wild.
Right here,
Yeah.
right here. I got it on the phone.
What you got, man?
Broad daylight. I go pay on my jewelry. 12 in Gratiot. He's up there like nobody's business. I said, hey, motherfucker. He looked like this. I said, you heard me. Pissing on a damn wall. He stood there. He continued. I told him, I went in the dress, man, this guy pissing all over the wall.
That's how you get on that list.
Like nobody.
right.
You get caught by the popo, pedophile list, period.
Yeah.
But he didn't care. He didn't care. Broad daylight. He's like, come on, dude.
You had to go, man.
Yeah. I'd have been playing like this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, but yeah, it's too many, and sometimes, you know, with the older people, they get vulnerable. They mess with them too. You got to watch out for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they can be persistent. Well, you got 5 in your purse. You know what I mean? They're watching. You know, if you're pulling out cash, they ask for the, oh, how about you give me that 5? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you just have to, you got a cell phone, I'm not giving you no money.
No.
Sorry. Because I don't mind helping. I love to give them back. But I ain't no dummy. I know a lot of the ones from the street anyway. You know what I mean? They're legit. Like, Al, she's legit. She's got mental issues. I saw her laying in the middle of grass in the island the other day. Just laying there, camped out like this. Any car could go up there in the middle and kill her. She don't, you know, everyone tries to help her. She's pushing the, yeah, she just, you know, she's talking to her. Nah, 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 nah. She don't care, you know.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, there was one very pretty young girl. She had this long hair and it was just so natted. And she was over by 12 and grass. And I said, honey, you got to get off that ground. I go, can I take, you know, jump in the back, you know, I'll take you to the lighthouse there. You can go shower and everything. She's like, looking at me. She had boxes of cereal. People were dropping her off stuff. Man, she was letting it lay and she was pissed right there. You see all the just wet like that. And she wore the same outfit every day. So, you know, and she was young. I said, how old are you? Had to have been maybe like 20, 21. And it was the saddest thing. I have not seen her. I didn't see her after a couple incidents, and she was, I don't know what happened to her. I said, girl, you won't make it out here, man. It was sad to see, because you try to help.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we went way sideways there for a minute, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Good conversation. Anything
Yeah.
else you guys want to wrap about before we get out of here?
No, I think we pretty much covered a lot. We covered a lot of territory.
One more thing.
Holy
One
shit.
more thing here.
No
Do you-
stone unturned, Cheech.
The Cheech asked, do you think that on the 28th, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. has legit to beat Jake Paul? Chance to beat him. You think he has a legit chance to beat him?
No, they're going to continue to build up Jake Paul. I think the fix is in.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
God.
It's going to continue.
I hope it's a good fight, but yeah.
Jake Paul?
You know what I am excited for? Canelo and Crawford.
Crawford all day. I'm taking it.
That should be a
all
good
day.
one. But I think Crawford beats him too.
Quicker to the punch.
It's going to be free on Netflix too, so I think that's dope.
Nice.
That Jake Paul thing's rigged, right? Like, there's no way it's rigged.
I hate that dude. Can't
Is
stand
it rigged?
Did you watch
think
the
so.
Tyson fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tyson's supposed to want to fight somebody else. No. We can do beat on this
Tyson
guy
got a
now.
$20 million payout. That's
Yeah,
why he did.
exactly.
That's
Yeah,
why he
we've
did.
seen that. We were together and seen that. That was horrible.
So Al, give me a song
I'll eat
here.
your children.
Give me a song here to close it out.
Let's see.
Pick a song.
Boom.
It's a good one.
All right. So, as always, email us at fivestheweekpodcast@gmail.com. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify, also on Facebook and YouTube. And thank you again to Al Rich for coming through.
Good job, Al. Good job, Al.
Appreciate you. Love y'all. Be good.
Yes, peace.
Peace.